CEOs have one of the best jobs in the world. You're basically a thief, but it sounds way fancier and it's legal. Why work at the bottom where you have to do 90% of the work and deal with 100% of the people's problems, when you could just make big decisions for a company where you barely know the workers or the customers? Oh, something went terribly wrong and now your company's failing? No problem. Just peace out, leave on your private jet with your millions of dollars, and find another company. The CEO life. Best part is you too can learn the 4 secret steps of being the top 1% of all CEOs with my complete course. Now, if you like being stuck to your 9 to 5, then that's fine. You can click away from this video, and sorry I wasted your time. But if you strive for success and want to be a better you, here are the 4 steps of being so rich, you'll never worry about paying the bills again. Step 1. Everyone knows the easiest way to get money is sacrifice. And when I say sacrifice, I mean job layoffs. What? You thought the $150 billion in revenue we could afford employees? Of course not. Why pay 2 people working a job when we could just have 1 person doing both tasks? But it's near Christmas, Tom says. He needs to pay his house or his wife and newborn will be homeless, he says. And to that I say, look at this guy thinking of his family for Christmas. You're still fired. Step 2. Get whatever materials would be just good enough to get it off the shelves. Let's be honest, does it really matter if your new car has a death wobble? Or why have working dash lights when all they do is stress you out? When you could have no lights and therefore stress free. This is what you call innovation. Step 3 of being a CEO is never going outside. Your job is to stay inside, watch statistics, and base every big decision for the company based on those numbers. You may think, what if CEOs actually used their own product and talked with a community that has tons of experience and could provide essential knowledge that could grow the company? And that's why you're down there mopping floors and their CEO is buying their 5th yacht. There's a reason why the elites are the elites, and that's because they know what's best. Whatever complaints or thoughts the customers have are irrelevant because people don't know what they want, and it's up to the CEOs to make those decisions for them. Step 4 is to care for your employees. Remember, a happy employee is the best performing employee. So make sure they feel important by having an accepting community, good healthcare, and paid time off. Make sure the environment feels as welcoming and stress-free as possible for them. And on the side, then you include the child labor. Microsoft knows it best. You say your employee benefits are great with a loving community. This way people think you're a generous and noble company, because face matters. Then, while your employees are smiling for a photo, little fee is mine for Cobalt and the Congos. Why else do you think Microsoft owns Minecraft? You gotta teach them early. If you made this far, congratulations. If you were following all these steps closely, you should already be owning your first billion-dollar company. However, you can just already see the problem. It's not sustainable. CEOs should be held accountable. It's insane how CEOs could just look at a company and be like, I could use that, and just obtain millions of dollars. There's so many companies that failed or got damaged forever from this, and I'm sure there's even companies that you loved failed the same way. Realistically, CEOs should not be able to leave a company and keep all the money they attained through the business unless they were in a good standing. Imagine if Carlos from Stellantis had to pay 90% of that $40 million back to Stellantis. Then he'll only get $4 million from screwing him over. Who knows? Maybe that $36 million would be enough for Stellantis to get back on track. This will definitely make CEOs think more about the customer's experience and brand loyalty rather than just quick money and appealing to stockholders. Not to mention, they would be more likely to have the best interest in the company if there's a benefit for them to stay in the long term, rather than they could just change whenever it's good or bad. It's almost like being the captain in the middle of the sea. You'll take care of your ship best you can, and you know why that's true? Because you're fucked if you don't. If the ship goes down, so do you. Meaning you better take care of it, because if you don't, then nobody's there to save you. Or no conveniently placed ship right next to you that you can use instead. Overall, if it wasn't for many of these greedy CEOs, we would probably be in a utopia by now. But instead, we're living in cardboard boxes like Tom. So what should you do about it? Do the best thing you can do. By leaving a negative review, complain about how bad it is, just to buy their next product thinking it's going to be better, to find out they didn't fix anything at all, so you continue to complain about it. If that don't work, then I guess you could try to stop spending money on their business. At the end of the day, businesses require money. If they don't get money, they can't exist. Although some companies may fail from being boycotted, most will start making compromises to stay afloat. It's sad that you must present these CEOs with a sink or swim situation for them to even consider their audience, but that's a modern day CEO for you. Of course, it would be nice if lawmakers started helping the people by making laws to protect consumers, kind of like the one I said before about CEOs actually facing punishment for screwing over so many businesses. However, that's not always in your control, so focus on what is. That's all I have for this video. If you have any ideas yourself how to fix the many problems that plague CEOs today, let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share the video with your family and friends, assuming you have those. See you in the next video.